Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Sakeina and the Sunday Tarot Conversation. The first card here I request from Sakeina to let me know that it is her that I am speaking with. For this reading, she gave the Queen of Swords. This is her telling me that she is my wise and logical counsel. The second card, which she combines with that first one, is the subject matter of this collective reading. For this one, we have the Eight of Wands. So today's collective reading is concerning the truth about the ascension energy waves. The first 5 cards here, she's going to share with us what the energy waves are meant to do. So the first card here is the Lovers, the World, the Wheel or Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles, and the Empress. Okay, so with the Lovers card, and again, this is what the energy waves are meant to do for each of us individually, but this is a collective reading. All right, so with the Lovers, each time an energy wave comes in, we move a little closer with union with ourselves. So kind of merging comfortably our dark and light side, or shadow and light side, the masculine, the feminine. It's the union with self. And that is one of the main objectives of these ascension energy waves. And even though this is a big choice card, really there is no choice in the matter. There is no choice in this union. It is going to happen whether or not we want it to. However, the speed in which it happens is going to vary from person to person. But it is going to happen. It is necessary for the ascension process. With the World, she's saying that we are also going to get to new levels of consciousness with each and every wave that comes in. And again, this is going to be dependent upon how much work we have done on ourselves. And sometimes these new levels of consciousness will also help us work with these aspects in bringing certain things about ourselves together. And she's saying that with the Wheel, number one, this is fated. Okay, it's something that must happen. We are now in the age of Aquarius, leaving the age of Pisces. It is something that has to happen. It is a major change that needs to take place on the earth, and a major change that must take place within us. So it's a turning point, a very big event, a very big turning point. This turning point is meant to bring us to abundance in all ways on the earth. So in other words, saying that we no longer lack for anything. We have as much time and money as we can handle. Our energy is wonderful. Life on earth is amazing because no one wants for anything. But it takes time to get to this point. It takes training. it takes many, many energy shifts to get here. And not everyone will get here in the same time rate, just like these things. It's going to depend upon how much work a person does for themselves and how quickly they level up their consciousness. And with the Empress, along with pretty much every energy shift, Sakeina is saying there is profound healing and profound blessings that come to each of us. The vibration rises and our bodies may feel a little off. There may be symptoms that are uncomfortable. But as you can see from this card, this woman in this card, this Empress, is so healthy. She glows with health. So even though your body may be feeling kind of not well, in other words, maybe headaches and body aches and, things that you can't seem to put a finger on, those symptoms are symptoms to tell you that another energy wave has come in, and if you do not fight it, it will do what it's meant to do. And it's going to do what it's meant to do anyway, but it'll be slower if you fight it. So allow the healing and allow the blessings to enter in. Flow with the discomforts. If you flow with them, they won't be as difficult. But when you're feeling these symptoms also, this is telling you that you are definitely on the right track with all of this. If you weren't, you wouldn't be noticing those symptoms or realizing that they are being caused by the energy waves. So the next set of cards here, Sakeina is talking about our part, or how we might utilize these energies as they come into us. We know here what the energy waves are meant to be doing for us, but how do we utilize that? And what might be happening behind the scenes? So let's take a look. We have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Wands, Death and Rebirth. So looking at this reading overall, we can see that there are 5 major arcana cards out of the 10 lying here. This says that Sakeina is putting this or rating this very, very high as a very large event. 4 of them obviously are up here in the top row, and the 5th one is the very end card. So with the Ace of Cups, Sakeina is sharing that we might not know it, but each time a wave comes in, our heart is awakening. Whatever emotions that come forth, whether suddenly you feel very moody and tearful, or you're very angry, or just very loving feeling, these emotions are extremely powerful magic. And you're sending out heart waves as you're healing yourself, emoting these emotions. You're healing yourself, and you're sending out those healing waves to the world. And you might think that anger waves are not great, but these anger waves, as you're sending them out of your body, the healing is coming with, because this energy ascension wave has profound healing in it. So your release is healing you, and you're sending out those healing waves to other people that have the same kind of, let's say, anger that you might have, or heart pain from hurt that you might have. The potential here is so huge, and some of it is done behind the scenes, and some of it is done by you, because you need to allow yourself to emote, allow yourself to release. And when that's your part, when you do that, your heart is awakening and you're sending out fantastic healing waves to others. And with the Two of Swords, there is a part of you that is going to be, well, basically, and we'll go with the Four of Cups too, basically fighting what you're feeling. However, when you make the decision, and you will make the decision to trust what's happening, to trust yourself, that what you're noticing, you're really noticing, and to allow yourself to communicate with yourself, then the universe is going to continue moving you forward with these ascension waves. With the Four of Cups, because of the symptoms that happen to come forward when these ascension waves run through, you might be thinking that everything is horrible. Why would you want to be here? This is, you're very listless and you just can't focus on anything and everything is bad and you feel horrible. And this is you fighting back with what needs to come through you. So Sakeina is saying you need to focus on what you have and what life will be like for you in the future. When all of this is said and done, when we are fully acclimated into the age of Aquarius and the new earth, as what we see here, the new earth, the very abundant earth where no one wants for anything. She says we need to focus on this. It's called shifting into the abundance mindset, feeling into that. And sometimes meditation helps with it as well. And with the Nine of Wands, there's going to be times that you just are exhausted, absolutely exhausted, which again is another physical symptom, exhaustion, as though you've been through a battle. Every muscle hurts and you really haven't done anything different. And Sakeina is saying, don't give up. Even though you feel like this, it will pass. So don't give up, because you're getting closer and closer and closer. And the thing of it is, another thing that she's bringing up here is that truly the healing and the ascension shifts or the energy waves, they're not difficult. But as a human, any changes on the physical body makes our mind think that this is so hard. So because of that, it becomes hard, because it's locked into our mind that it is hard. So Sakeina's saying, push past that. That's just something you're perceiving as a limitation to your physical body. She says, push past it. Just open yourself up, receive, and trust what's happening. Trust that the universe knows what it's supposed to be doing. Trust that. Because the ultimate end result is transformation and being reborn. Not, and this is not a physical death. This is a transformation of the body you now inhabit, because these energy waves are changing you in a wonderful way. As I said, it's going to bring the separate parts of you together and give you levels of consciousness you never knew could be there, could exist. And when they're saying levels of consciousness, this is gifts, and we call them gifts, but they're natural. They really are natural to us. We've had them before. So that is such things as telepathy and teleportation. So many interesting things, or things that we always considered sci-fi. But that's what this is all about. This is bringing in a whole new earth where the physical restraints no longer exist. Once everyone goes through, and again, everyone will go through at a different rate. Not everyone will see the new earth or be a part of the new earth, that alternate timeline, at the same time. We are all going to enter there at various times, different times. Some, might be 1,000 people that go on a certain energy wave. They're still on this earth per se, but they're not experiencing what the rest of us experience. It is different. And I don't think anybody can really explain it, how you can be here and here. But again, there's no limit to what can take place when this ascension process is complete, or we've completed our part in this world. But we are transforming. That's a given. And it's happening, we're maybe noticing different things about ourselves, but most of this death and rebirth is going on behind the scenes. So do your best not to fight it. Do your very best not to fight it. Just make the decision to trust, and that will come easier probably because, your heart is awakening. So that's going to allow you to trust yourself even more, and to realize that, you should be focusing on the blessings that you have and the good things that you have, rather than what you don't have. And looking forward to what you know is going to happen, to the new earth and the new person you're going to be and the gifts that you're going to have and the abundance of all kinds that is going to be there for you. No more struggle. So very important. Try very hard to not allow limitations on yourself. And again, that's perceived limitations that, oh, geez, an energy wave is coming and all these ascension symptoms are happening and I'm going to feel miserable and it's going to be so hard and so bad. That is your ego mind talking. That is not the fact of it. This is what you're perceiving. And if you perceive it strong enough, yes, you're going to have a tough time through these energy shifts, these energy waves. Look at it differently. Open yourself up. Trust the process. Trust what's happening. And allow that healing and that energy to go through you in a dynamic way. And since this is a Wands card, it's going to go fast if you let it. Don't interfere. And your transformation and rebirth will come much more quickly. Notice how fast this is moving. It'll come much more quickly, and you'll be seeing the new earth before you know it. So that is Sakeina's Sunday Tarot Conversation. Until next Sunday, take care.